Rio Olympics, an episode of excesses being exemplified by the choice to spend 154 million shillings instead of 65 million shillings that Kenya Airways had charged to fly 87 athletes and 88 sporting officials to Rio. For that, the report recommends an audit of Green Bay Travels, the company that charged 88 million shillings more to fly the same persons on KQ. The Olympics Steering Committee flew at least 16 persons not needed in Rio. These were for physiotherapists, more than the 10 required, 11 officials in excess of just 5 necessary to manage Team Kenya in Rio, and 1 extra Sports Kenya official.
Accompanied by his son, Vincent Kinyili Paul, whose name is also on the list at number 68. The young Kinyili, who posted these pictures on Facebook, is a football player with a local club in Kenya.
The Kinyilis have been required to refund all the expenses. Boniface Mweresa, Kiprono Koskei and Thomas Longosiwa were paid 761,000 shillings each in allowances, although they never went to Rio. Maureen Mutuku, who fell ill before traveling, had been allocated 960,000 shillings, an amount she is said to have refunded.
Most of the people that got allowances traveled. Those that didn't go to Rio Olympics went for Paralympics. There are others that have not, and I think through the finance department, letters have been written to them, to be able to refund the money.
But that's not all. Patrick Kimathi, the chief accounting officer for the Rio Games, spent 12.4 million shillings out of the 22.5 million shillings imprest allocated for the season. The probe team, however, found that part of the money was used to sponsor meals and entry fees for members of parliament who were, however, on full allowances from the Parliamentary Service Commission. All athletes in Rio were paid allowances 5,000 shillings more than their SRC-approved amounts of 20,000 a day. They were also paid 30-day allowances despite being in Brazil for just a few days, departing shortly after participating in their sport. That cost taxpayers 64.7 million that could have been avoided. The 88 sports officials were also paid 86 million shillings more than deserved. On sporting kits, male athletes who were meant to receive 41 pieces of Nike-branded uniform items received just 14. So were their female counterparts, who had been allocated 47 items. The report recommends, among other things, the audit of the double payments to MPs and a possible surcharge and a review of kitting of athletes. Despite the glorious performance by Team Kenya in the Rio Olympics, the report castigates the management of the sporting affairs in the country, the hope here being that the recommendations therein will be implemented to the letter to salvage the sector for the future. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.